Hello and welcome to module number 3 for CTE 4640 Career Guidance and Transition to Work for the spring semester of 2026. Let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to share my screen, get this shared for you. And so, okay, there we go. And I'm sharing my screen now for you. And let me get this other thing taken care of. Okay, we're going. Like I said, I've shared my screen. We're going to go ahead and go into module 3. And the photo I'm showing is one I took when I went on a snowmobiling trip in Yellowstone National Park back about 6, 7 years ago in February of 2019. This is the western side of Yellowstone National Park, southwestern side. So you're watching the Module 3 Introduction and Instruction recording, and this will be updated by the time you're watching this. I'll have you read 2 pieces of career guidance literature, articles from the research. And the first one is, and I'll click to go in here, and this will allow you to download it. It's the Carl D. Perkins Career and Technical Education Act of 2006 and the roles and responsibilities of CTE teachers and faculty members. And even though this is about 20 years old, the Perkins 2006, and we're on to a new one. This this Perkins Act is the foundation for the current one, especially for integration and career guidance. And that's the purpose of why I added this, included this as an article to read. So then the second article is career exploration for multilingual students. Now, many of us over the last 10, 15 years in education, we've had more Hispanic students, Spanish-speaking students, students for which English is a second language. It's not their primary language. And I put together questions which will help guide your readings. For the first one, the Perkins article, the first question is, as a future CTE teacher or career guidance professional, how does Perkins 2006, and now we're, like I said, we're into the new one, how does it expand our role in helping students with career planning and transitions, and what specific actions can we take in our classrooms or advising practices to support student development? And the second one, what are practical ways that you can integrate academic skills such as reading, writing, math, problem solving, and communication into CTE instruction or career guidance activities to better prepare students for post-secondary education and the workplace? And then in the second article, as a future CTE teacher or career guidance professional, what barriers to opportunities to learn do multilingual learners face when accessing CTE programs? And how can your instructional advising or program design decisions reduce these barriers rather than reinforce them? And then secondly, what does this article suggest about shared responsibility across teachers, counselors, schools, CTE centers, and state policy? And how can you advocate for more inclusive CTE pathways that support multilingual learners' language development and career readiness at the same time? So those are the questions to consider for the 2 articles. And then I'm having you read chapters 3 and 4 from the Smith and Fanning book. And here are questions to consider for those 2 chapters. For chapter 3, what does work mean to you? What do you think work means to your students? Number 2, what kind of life do you envision for yourself? What type of life do you think your students envision for themselves? And third, how will you use the information from chapter 3 to improve your professional practice in providing career guidance to students? And so, chapter 3 ends the first section, part 1 of the book, Who Are You? And then we go into chapter 4, which starts part 2, Where Are You Headed? And the questions for to consider as you read chapter 4. First one, are your students ready for careers in STEM fields? And secondly, how can you provide opportunities for all students to receive career guidance to transition to STEM related college and career experiences? So those are the guiding questions for the Smith and Fanning book for chapters 3 and 4. And then I'll have you post your module reflection. And I have already posted mine. And it is suggested that module 3 be completed by February 14th. And as we're getting, February 15th. And as we're getting into this, just things to be aware of, the lesson plan 1 will be due March 1st. So about a half a month, couple weeks from when this module is suggested to be completed, that's when that first lesson plan will be due. And that concludes the introduction and instruction for Module 3 for CTE 4640. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.